Hello everyone's. This here is my love and natural hair tag. Tag I've been it. Tag now you're it. After you see this video, you should do the same with your spouse, significant other, or boyfriend, or whatever it may be. Basically, it's you have your naturally, and you ask your significant other or hubby questions about your natural hair. So I'm Davina J, and this is my hubby,
Reggie J.
and so we have 10 questions that I'm gonna ask him about my natural hair and natural hair journey, and we're gonna see if he is gonna be good and answer the questions.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see if that really works. Alrighty. We have question number 1. Reggie,
Ask away.
how did you feel about me going natural?
Very excited. I don't know. I guess I came to the conclusion that natural hair is another sign of, I guess, you being confident in yourself, that you love who you are, what you are, and anything else would be uncivilized.
You stole that from me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he stole that from me. Charles Barkley. Commercial. Do you know what commercial? Okay.
Yeah, it was way back in the day right there.
It wasn't that old.
It was in the 90s, man.
Okay, well, whatever.
Okay.
Seems like yesterday to me.
Yeah, but anyway, I was very happy because I knew you wanted to embrace who and what you are, and you saved me a whole bunch of money, not even by switching to Geico.
I was just thinking that. Okay.
Okay.
I would just like to piggyback on that. I think I definitely wanted. Since I've known myself, I can't really tell you since I've actually known myself, but my mom said I've been the same self since I was born and came out of the womb. But I know since I've known myself, I always wanted to be different. I didn't want to be like everybody else. And I definitely didn't want to look or think or anything like everybody else. I always wanted to do something different. I was one of those kids who didn't like to share their toys. But I think it was more so because, I wanted my own thing. So with that being said, when it came to the natural, I just really wanted to, I didn't want to look like everybody else. I saw so many people when I first got my hair cut when I turned 30. Yes, 30. I am now 33. But when I turned 30, I cut my hair, and I'm so serious. Like, it was so many people with the same haircut after a while. And I didn't want to look like everybody else. So, I just decided that let me try this. I mean, I didn't even remember what my natural hair looked like. My mom started, she allowed me to get a perm when I was, let's say maybe 14 or 15. I begged her for that. She pressed my hair all that time, but I just wanted to try something new. I wanted to look different. But it did turn out to be kind of a big little journey in the beginning. So, we'll go on to question number 2. Reggie,
Yes, ma'am.
did you like my big chop?
Yes, I did. Unlike most people, you let your hair grow first, then you cut it. Some people just cut it off and their head look like this. I mean, it looks okay on some people, but everybody can't rock the low haircut. You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
Yeah. But anyway, you had a really cute fro, and it fits you very well. So I liked it, and your curl pattern is nice, so that helped it better too.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Although I did not tell him that I was going to have it all cut off. He didn't know until I got home. And he did. Like, he kind of looked at me for a minute. He didn't give me that look like, no, the hell you didn't. But it was more of those looks like, she cut her hair. Like, she cut all of it off.
It's because I ain't lost, baby. I ain't lost.
You not lost?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you've been found.
Yeah.
Me, I'm still in the middle, so I'm kind of lost, but I'm kind of found. But he's trying to get me on to that next stage in life.
It's okay. I mean, so a lot of people are still in the matrix. I just got to get you to take the right pill.
I'm making those steps, and I'm learning which pill to take.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Question number 3. What's your favorite hairstyle?
My favorite hairstyle. It was more so like the twisties on both sides with the mohawk, the fro in the middle. I really like that. Otherwise, anything else is fine. I mean, I don't think you can have a bad hair day, but she thinks she can have a bad hair day. I don't think she can. I don't think natural women, period, can have a bad hair day unless you wake up and not do nothing to it. That's the only way. But anyway, other than that, everything else is nice. But my favorite is the twisted on the side mohawk, whatever you want to call it.
Okay. I like that one, but I'm telling you, my scalp was so sore. Like, now that I've gone natural, like, I was tender-headed growing up, but now I'm like back tender-headed. So now I'm real tender-headed. So I can't do French braids, but twist I can do. So, yeah. So, piggyback off of that to our 4th question. What's your least favorite hairstyle?
You with a perm or some weave, which you never worn weave for like a hair show or something one time, and I didn't like that. But on you right now, there is no bad hairstyle. So, like I said, you can't have a bad hair day. You can't have a bad hairstyle, I don't think, unless you just go and do something crazy, outrageous. But otherwise, it's always nice. Don't you think?
I'm sorry, me. I think I'm just a normal girl, and sometimes I wake up and my hair is on, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes my curls is popping, sometimes they not. You know, and I have to do a little maneuvering. So, but most of the time now it's kind of like this. I really can't wait for it to get longer. I don't know what it's gonna look like, but I'm kind of excited about it. He's definitely excited about it getting longer. Definitely thinking about the hair affinity thing, but I don't know. I can't be consistent in taking no pill every day. I don't even take vitamins every day. So let alone a hair affinity pill every day. Okay, but anyway, we're going back to these questions. Question number 5. Do you like to play in my hair?
Yes, I do. Beforehand, come on, man. Most brothers know they ain't supposed to touch a black woman hair when they got their fresh perm or do. Or you don't want to touch it because it got all kind of stuff in it, and you don't want that on your hands. And not to mention, it's probably hard. Of course, she'll probably say I still don't play in it, but that comes from not being able to touch it over so many years. So, you know, it's something I got to get used to. You know, I'll grab it every now and then when the occasion calls for it. But anyway.
Really? Just be yourself in these videos, Reggie.
You supposed to, man.
Right, right.
Who else am I going to be?
Right. Yeah, no, he does not play in it. grabbing every once in a while. So I guess he really got to be taught how to play in it, I guess. Although, you know, when I need those occasional scalp rubs, I don't know if anybody else go through this, but sometimes with the new growth and your hair growing, you get those spots that are real tender and sore, and it just feels good to just rub it and rub it, and it feels good. Yeah, I be needing them occasionally. I have to tell him he needs to go ahead and go to business. So, yeah. Next question. What do you like most about my natural hair, Reggie?
What do I like most?
Yes.
I think it has given you more confidence than you've ever been. Especially now that you can go weeks at a time, you know, with your hair the same and not feel bad about it. And before, you would have to go to the beauty shop to feel good about yourself. Otherwise, you thought, you know, your hair was jacked or it was ugly or whatever. But now, you can just get up in the morning, spray your whatever it is that you made out of the coconut oil and stuff, and fluff it. Is that what you call it? Fluff
Yes.
it. Fluff it and go. And you feel way better about it. You don't even have to ask me what it looked like now. Most of the time, you just do what you do, and you ride out. Yeah.
Pretty much. Anybody who know me, I am not a hair person. That's not my ministry. I have people who do that. I've had peoples who have done that throughout my little timeline. So now that I'm natural, I've had to become like an expert and a one-on-one person with my hair. And that has made me feel better about myself, just being able to know what to do with my hair and how to take care of it. I don't know how we can transition where people think that just because you're natural that you don't have to go to the beauty shop. That's definitely not what I'm saying, because you still need to get your ends cut. I mean, it's different things that still need to be done to your hair. I'll be honest and say that I feel like it hasn't been that bad of a road. I've heard that several people who have had a little bit of a harder time with their hair. But I do think that since I cut my hair short, that I was able to learn how to take care of my hair while it was less hair than more. Because at first I was just going to grow it out to the length that it was, and it was, you know, it was probably about right here. But I decided that the transition period was just not for me. I didn't feel like taking care of two kinds of hair, let alone one. So I just decided to cut it off, and with it being in a little bitty fro, it was really easy to maintain, and it was easy for me to learn how to do my hair. So with that being said, I still think that obviously we still need to go to the beauty shop, especially if we don't know what we're doing. We can't rely on every YouTube video. It doesn't always tell you everything. Everybody's hair type is different. So I needed my beautician then, and I still need my beautician now. I don't know how to cut my own hair or doing those things. They are still essential. They're very essential still to the black community. They're businesses, and I don't want to run them out of business. It's nothing like that. But you still should be able to learn how to maintain your own hair, just in case for some reason you are low on funds or whatever the case may be, that you can still take care of your hair. So, next question. What do you hate about my natural hair?
What do I hate about it?
Yeah. What's your least favorite thing about me being natural?
Oh, well, I guess I could say how people treat you. Otherwise, I mean, looks and all that, that's fine, but it's more so how people treat you now. And even me, I notice it myself. You know, if we at the store or something like that, walking, people look at you. They look at you with a, you know, with an evil eye, like you did something wrong. Black and, you know, everybody, black, white, it doesn't even matter. They all look at you like you did something wrong. I don't know if they're looking at you with envy or what, but you get the evil eye. And of course, you tell me about, you know, the things that go on at work as far as people not wanting you to assist them, things of that nature. And before you got your hair, before your hair was natural, they didn't mind. Now it's natural, they got a problem. So that's the part I hate about it, you know. But I kind of understand, you know. To me, I think a black woman with her natural hair is self-realized, very confident, and a lot of people are afraid of a confident woman, a confident person altogether. And being black doesn't make that any easier. So that's my that's my whole point about it.
I can agree with that. When it came to work, all my coworkers really embraced it with me. I know that it had to been like totally different to see me, obviously, with my hair like this, especially then. I mean, it was short. I've never cut my hair that short. So at first it was a warm up process. All my customers be like, "So you cut your hair?" And they're used to me, my hair always being different, because my beautician kept me laid all the time. My hair could have been a different color. I could have had cut it, let it grow, cut it again, whatever the case may be. So it was always different. So I did a total 360 on them on the whole natural and cutting it all off. I didn't tell anybody that I was getting it done, nobody but my beautician. And so it was, I mean, I guess I can kind of understand it because I had to get used to it myself. I did not feel very confident in the beginning, and I had to ask my husband a lot of questions like, do I look like a girl? I wear earrings all the time. And anybody that know me, I'm not a very big jewelry person. You gotta make me almost where, not that I don't love my husband and don't, he put a ring on it, but I'm not the type of person that remembers to put on jewelry every day. So obviously I got into the habit of wearing my ring every day. But when it came to like earrings, necklaces, and those type of things, I did them on special occasions and that was it. But when I cut my hair, please believe me, I wore earrings every day. Make sure that I look like a girl. So, in defense with my customers, I think majority of my customers, I get compliments every day now. Like every day. And it was weird because a coworker actually said it yesterday. She was like, I just want you to know I really love your hair. You just look so sassy. That's the words that she said, and I love her to pieces. I'm with all like younger girls, and she was like, "It just makes you look sassy." And so I don't know. I'm not a big person that have to hear 50 million compliments, but it's kind of nice because then you get those people who are like, you know that they don't like it, and nobody gave me that when my hair was straight. So I had to get used to that. And that's okay. It's all good because, I mean, that's life, right? People like some things you do. Some people like things that you don't. So that is it. Next question.
Ask away.
Last but not least. How would you feel if I perm my hair again?
I would not be very happy. I would probably make fun of you.
Really?
Yeah, probably so.
Could you stop?
I'm just saying. I mean, there's no need to. Your hair is nicer this way. So you perm your hair again would be not because you're trying to look good for me, or probably not even for yourself. You be doing it because of the outside influence. Thus, you're being a follower. And we don't need no followers up in here. That's all I'm saying. So I would not be happy if you permed it. or even put some weave or wig or whatever it may be on. So there you have it. Stamp it.
Now you heard it. But please believe me, if I decide to use the creamy crack, as everybody lovely, anybody in the natural world love to call it, the creamy crack, he will get over it. Because here's a question that I didn't even write down, but what complaints did you have with my hair when it was perm? What complaints did you have?
Look, you know, I've only become the way I am maybe up to a couple of years ago. So before then, I never paid attention to that type of stuff. But you know, when I found out what it meant, how bad it was that women had to have their hair permed or had weave in it, just so they could think they were pretty or beautiful or whatever it may be. That's a bad deal. If you got to go and do all this different stuff, spend all this crazy money just so you could be pretty, not because a man thinks so, because the other woman thinks you're not. That's a bad deal. That's all I'm saying.
I can understand that. But I would just like to point out that also, not only with the hair, I mean, people do that with clothes, cars,
Yeah.
things in a house.
But they're not altering their physical being. I mean, clothes and all that stuff, you can take them off, or cars, or just material things. But you're altering your, your physical being, what you look like, altogether. You know, you got a woman with a 22-inch Brazilian in her head, and it's blonde with blue contacts. What is she trying to be, is the question. Who is she trying to look good for, is the question. Why does she feel that she's only beautiful when she does that, is the question. What do you think?
I can agree. I can agree. I don't really have a how do I word this? I don't think there is anything wrong with what's the word I'm looking for? Versatility. Of trying to switch it up, as we will call it. But why don't we switch it up to also what we really have?
Right.
One thing that I've been, and I love to embrace all my natural sisters. If I see somebody, I always compliment their hair. And one thing that I've heard is that the natural hair community has a louder voice. And when I heard that, it made perfect sense. We don't have a choice but to do that, because nobody is encouraging or is like, yeah, you need to be natural. But really the standard is that you need to perm your hair, your child's hair, sometimes toddler's hair, just to maintain it, instead of maybe looking at some alternatives. That's the first thing we turn to, is perming our hair. So, I mean, what happened to the days of pressing it? But I understand, it's the convenience of it, and I totally get that. So I'm not knocking it, but why do we knock our other sisters who may be wanting to be natural? And why wouldn't you want to see your own hair in as its natural state? So I guess that's my only thing, because if you're not permed, then you kind of knocking the natural people. So it's kind of like we both going at each other, when really we kind of need to come together and see both sides. That's what I think. In anything, there always have to be compromise. That's just what I think. So Yeah. Anything else you want to say to the people, Reggie Reg?
No, I'm pretty sure we're gonna make more videos, and I can get all what I need to say out there.
Anybody that knows Reggie and is probably friends with with him on Facebook already know where he's going with that. So, if you're still friends with him,
yeah, right.
He probably needs to meet Tommy Sotomayor one day in his life.
I hope so, man. It's a good dude. Tommy Sotomayor.
He is. I can understand definitely some of the things that where he can be coming from. So I totally get it. But he does support natural hair.
Yeah. Natural hair. That's where it's at. Y'all should do it. Don't knock it till you try it.
Versatility, ladies
and
gentlemen.
Not only that, it's not switching up if you only natural for a day and then your weave back in there the next day. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. And everybody has their own opinion, so thank you for watching. Comment if you want to. Again, this was our tag. Now we tag you. So make your own video also of my natural sisters out there. Please do your own tags. Love ya.
Peace.